It is the state championship. The Strasburg Rams plays Graham in Salem this Saturday. In doing so, last week Strasburg defeated Poquoson 14-13, and the week before that, unable to catch up with Coach Lamb, defeating Buckingham County to win the region. Now joining me, head coach of the Rams, Tripp Lamb. And Coach, I know it's been a while since the last time we spoke. What have your emotions been like over the course of these past 2 or 3 weeks in terms of your getting the opportunity to play in a state championship game?
I'm just humbled by the opportunity, and just blessed with so many, good young men to be around. They can play football, and they're awesome kids. They're good to be around. I'm just very thankful.
You preach this week in and week out. You want to get better day in and day out, week in and week out. How has your team continued to do that as you win the region game, win the state semifinal against Poquoson, and getting set for a state championship matchup against Graham?
It's just great how focused they are, and that's what keeps them getting better each week. Is they're focused on what the other team's going to do, and what they're going to try to take away, and what we're going to try to do to them. And they've got a taste of winning, and they like it, and they want to do whatever they can to keep doing it every week.
It was a stressful game, only up by 1 point, but talk about your defense in that last drive being able to take the football away in play of an interception coming from your defense to seal the deal. I would imagine a lot of emotions after that hard-fought victory against Poquoson. But first off, just take me through your defense and what really stood out to you in that game.
When they started to throw the ball a little bit there, kind of out of desperation there on that last drive, um, the last two drives, really, I really just felt like we were getting enough pressure on them to make the quarterback really, really uncomfortable. And, that's what it came down to. That last interception, the play before that, the quarterback just got absolutely smashed. So the next play, he just came out and just kind of threw the ball up. And, we were lucky to come down with it.
And offensively, too, I would imagine it's the offense as usual, numerous weapons putting their hands on the football, making big things happen. And Takai Coates, just one man that sticks out in my mind who rushed in for a touchdown. What can you say offensively over the course of these two games collectively that you've really liked the most?
How we're blocking up front, man. It all starts with them big guys up front, and they've just really been getting it done, especially in the regional championship. Obviously we scored 50 some points in the regional championship, so we were blocking really, really well, and it's a good thing to have going on this time of year.
So taking a look at the state championship, I just got to ask. I know you took a long trip down to Poquoson, but how do you sort of prep your team in terms of a long road trip going down to Salem so they're locked in, ready to play come Saturday evening?
Salem's really not that far. It'll be our third. Like we will at this point in the year, we will have already taken two road trips that are longer than the one on Saturday. So I don't really anticipate that being a big deal.
Absolutely. And a state championship game, coach, I know you want your team to be locked in, ready to go, but at the same time, the experience some of these players have of getting the opportunity to play in a state championship. Can you just touch on that aspect of it and how you want your players to sort of be in the moment and enjoy this ride as it's still going on?
Absolutely. We couldn't be happier with the experiences that these guys are getting because, you never know when it's going to come around again. And, I've kind of told them guys, I was like, listen, I want you guys to be focused, but there's going to be some special things that happen this week. And you guys just need to make sure that, you're kind of soaking it in a little bit while maintaining a level of focus, because if you don't, then, there's only one team that's going to win on Friday. And, I think it's important when you get as you advance to make sure that you take a second to realize what you have accomplished and kind of get that out of your system and then move on. So I made sure today that we clapped it up for the guys, and I told them, I was like, congratulations, on, advancing to the the state finals, because it is an accomplishment, and you guys do need to, have a pat on the back for that. And then shortly after that, we went right to work.
And obviously, an opponent in Graham. Have you sort of taken a look at what they have and what you want to try to stop come Saturday?
Yeah, what they have is a lot of speed and a lot of athletes all over the field. So, we're going to have our work cut out for us stopping them. They do a good job of, spreading the ball around and doing some different things. But we're definitely ready for the challenge. Our defense is our strong point, and we really feel like, that when it comes to that, we'll be able to stop just about anybody.
Once again, we have reached the state championship. Class number 2, the Strasburg Rams, have earned their right to play in the state championship in Salem on Saturday against Graham. As always, so gracious first time, the head coach of the Strasburg Rams, Tripp Lamb. Coach, appreciate it. As always, best of luck to you on Saturday, sir.
Thanks, buddy.